Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to teach you one of my classic English language learning activities, OMOK. How to play English class OMOK. Anybody who's ever studied a foreign language has done drills. They might have been substitution drills or question and answer drills, but you've all done them. And you know how boring they can be. In all drills, learners have no or very little choice over what is said. So drills are basically just a very controlled form of practice. And they're not very exciting, are they? Drilling is not really one of the most enjoyable ways to learn language, but used appropriately, it can be of great value to our learners. One way that I like to add value to drilling exercises is by varying the way in which I do the drills to help make the language more memorable. One of the best ways to do this is by playing a game. The game that I like to play most is OMOK. It's a game I started playing when I came to South Korea, and I haven't stopped since. The first question I'm sure you had when you clicked on this video was, what is OMOK? Well, if you've ever played tic-tac-toe, you know how to play OMOK. OMOK is basically a 5-in-a-row game. It combines tic-tac-toe with Connect 4, and it just takes it to the next level. Basically, you want to get 5 in a row of your color, up and down, left to right, or diagonally. OMOK is played on a wooden game board that's lined to look like a piece of graph paper. Players take turns placing small stones on the board, one with black, one white, and they continue going until someone gets 5 in a row. Now, this is just like an expanded version of tic-tac-toe. The board may be bigger, but the spaces are still limited, so you've got to make some strategic choices during gameplay. I grew up playing and enjoying tic-tac-toe, but I grew to love OMOK because the game winner was not always dictated by who went first, and the gameplay was not over so quickly. OMOK takes a lot more thought and creativity and strategy to win. Not only that, but the game takes longer. You have a chance to really figure out who is the better player. Okay, now that you know what OMOK is and how you play, here's how it works in my English language classroom. Okay, this is what my standard OMOK game board looks like. It's got 120 boxes that I print out in color. These pictures are taken from my lessons. I use my smartphone and take screenshots of what I think are the most important scenes in the video. These are videos that we use from Brain Pop ELL. The very first step is for students to rock, paper, scissors to see who goes first. Then, the winner selects a box and checks the prompt. Next, the student answers the question, and their partner checks for correctness. If there's any disputes in their answer, they just raise their hand and the teacher can come over and mediate. When students correctly answer and follow the prompt, they color in the box. Now, here's a little tip for you. Make sure that your students use contrasting colors. If you have a student using blue and their partner uses light blue, it's easy enough to confuse the box and make a mistake in the gameplay. So try to use contrasting colors like red and blue or yellow and green so that there's no mistakes made. After the player colors the box, they switch and it's their partner's turn to go. And the first player to get 5 boxes in a row wins. They can go orthogonally, all right, up and down or left to right, but they can also go diagonally. 5 in a row in any direction wins. Sometimes partners will be mismatched, and this could be a little bit difficult because those students will finish a lot more quickly than others. One way that I can stretch this game out and make it last a little bit longer and make students practice a little bit more is to make 5 in a row, not the winner, but only 1 point, and require the winner get 3 points. Just a little tip for you. On my board, the boxes are made up of picture prompts. In these prompts, you can see that there's a lot of detail, and you could have students answer questions about the picture, like how many people are there? Where are they? How's the weather? What sport do you think they will play? You could have them identify something from the picture. You could have them describe the picture. Or you could have them come up with their own question and then ask their partner to answer it. This is just how I make my boards. You could substitute the picture prompt for anything. Word problems, question and answers, fill in the blanks, spelling, find the mistake. You could have synonyms and antonyms or word associations. You could do reading comprehensions. The possibilities really are endless. The box is just a placeholder for the content. Now that you've got the basic idea of how it works, let me show you what it looks like in action. Okay, so I started this game already in progress. As you can see, there are 3 blue here, 3 blue here. But the red player is quite a good opponent. He blocked the blue player here, and he blocked the blue player here. Now it's the red player's turn. And let me show you how it works. The line under the picture said, Ben needs help. The red player will read it. Ben needs help. And color in the box. Now they've got 3 in a row here. A smart blue player will block with the notebook computer. And the red player could come back here. Ben is not happy. And the blue player would see 3 coming in a row and block here. Moby is playing. The red player could step up to Moby is great. Now if the blue player didn't see that 4 in a row, the red player would win. But a good blue player will see that. Busy. And the red player will need to continue. Very. And the blue player, this is Ben's house. No. Is Moby exercising? Now you can see that there are 1, 2, 3, 4 in a row. But the blue player forgot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 in a row wins. This activity is not just good for English class. In fact, you could probably use it for every subject. I've had some other friends come back to me and tell me that they've used it very successfully in their math class, simply substituting the pictures for math problems. Novelty doesn't have to cheapen an activity. In fact, a lot of times it adds that necessary element of excitement and intrigue to an activity that would otherwise be somewhat bland. Figuring out how to make drilling and pattern activities that students are going to ask you to do again is really difficult. But little games like these turn activities into experiences. So the more of these that you have in your back pocket, the more interesting and exciting your class is going to be. So, why not give it a try and let me know how it goes. Good luck.